she saw on that fateful day. And according to the chairman of the committee, Justice Kinsley George Kumsing, they've all pleaded earlier before even they start sitting, and they are also there to serve them justice. And another person who also mounted days was another victim, his brother, who is Abubakar Isaac. He also narrated what happened on that fateful day. And you know, prior to this sitting, they were all declined to appear before this committee. But according to them, I interacted with some of the family members, and they tells me that they were influenced by some dignitaries within the Edra community and some stakeholders who called them and advised them to appear before the committee, at least to come and tell the committee what they have, so that they will be able to make a better recommendation to the Ministry of Interior. That is why they resigned their decision and appear before the committee today.
Okay, Bassett, what's more to expect in the coming days?
Actually, you know, normal committee sittings, there was supposed to be a schedule as to who will appear this day and this day. But this sounds to be different and altogether. Because according to the chairman of the committee, he says most of the time they invite people, but it depends on the availability of the person that they also schedule the person on a particular day. But as at the end of today's sitting, they even don't know who will appear tomorrow, even though they have extended a lot of invitation to people who are supposed to appear before the committee. And unless they approve they are coming this evening or tomorrow morning, even the chairman is not able to tell us who will appear before them tomorrow. So we wait to see who will come tomorrow.
All right, Bassett, thanks so much for bringing us all of that updates. Abdul Bassett Suleiman is our Ashanti regional correspondent, and he's been bringing us up to speed on matters relating to the inquiry as it happened today. The Justice Kumsing-led committee currently probing matters relating to the Jura killings and unrest.
Yeah, so, what caught my attention in Bassett's reportage was the way 9 witnesses are invited, and it confirms what Adams Bonner mentioned on inside pages. The manner in which they are invited to give their testimonies could mar the quality of evidence they produce. So on a normal, they are not aware they'll be invited. It is based on their availability. If they're giving some promptings ahead of time, then they'll be able to write something and put your thoughts together.
Let's see how it goes in the coming days.
Right. Anyways, now let's do some other stories where the Ghana Statistical Service has extended the deadline for the 2021 Population and Housing Census to Sunday, July 18. This will allow enumerators complete work in the outstanding enumeration areas. Joining us is on Zoom for a conversation on the back of this is Dr. Nasiba Swala Tahiru, the national trainer with the Ghana Statistical Service. Doctor, welcome to Newsnight. Let's start with this. How has the exercise been, and would you say that you are inching towards your target?
It's been so good so far. As at 12, we've been able to cover about 80% of the household, but due to some challenges such as reluctantness of some of our respondents, and then inaccessibility to some respondents' homes.
Well, we're having some connection challenges with Dr. Nasiba Swala Tahiru. You're trying to resolve them. When we're able to resolve them, we'll continue that conversation. She is a national trainer with the Ghana Statistical Service. We'll reach him, we'll bring you back that conversation. But let's do some other stories where President Akufo-Addo on Monday commissioned the Salaga water supply project in a newly constructed AstroTurf football pitch for residents of Salaga in the Savannah region as part of his two-day tour of the Savannah region. Now, while in the area, the president also inspected ongoing works on the 71-kilometer Bunjai to Fufulsu road, which connects Bunjai to Yape through Tuluwe and Kosogu Fufulusu.
The Salaga water project, which cost over 13,000 cedis, has the capacity to supply some 20,000 gallons of water a day to residents. The project also involved the renovation of 2 quarters for staff of the Ghana Water Company Limited in Salaga, as well as the provision of a new 100 kVA transformer and the installation of a new booster station to distribute water from the new concrete underground tank at Nkwanta Junction to the new GRP tank at Kwembe. Additionally, President Akufo-Addo commissioned the Salaga AstroTurf football pitch, a project which was commenced in 2018 by the then Ministry of Inner City and Zongo Development. The President charged the youth to make good use of the facility and called on the Municipal Assembly to undertake routine maintenance on the pitch. Still in Salaga, President Akufo-Addo also inspected ongoing work on the 71-kilometer Bunjai to Fufulsu road, which connects Bunjai to Yape through Tutuwe and Kosagu to Fufulsu. Upon completion, the road will help connect the eastern to the western parts of the Savannah region and also reduce travel distance between Damango and Salaga. The project, which was started on 27 February 2020, is expected to be completed on 25th August 2023. Contractors say work is 30% complete. Meanwhile, the Kwembe thanked the President for the infrastructural development in his area.
Mr. President, this development obviously will have positive impact on the life of my people, and I am in diverse way, and also give the municipality a facelift we've never expected.
I'm very happy to hear about the facelift that has been given to Salaga and the development initiatives that are successfully taking place here. So I'm looking forward to working in a very close and fraternal way over the next 3.5 years to consolidate your rule here in the Kwembe area.
Let's try to reconnect to Dr. Nasiba Swala Tahiru and bring you that earlier conversation on the Ghana Statistical Service's intention to extend the deadline for the 2021 Population and Housing Census to Sunday, July 18. Now, thanks so much for joining us again on Newsnight. Earlier, we were asking, are you inching your target? And you were making a point over there.
Yes, I said we are about 80% complete. The challenges that served as bottlenecks to us inching our target has to do with reluctantness of some of our residents not availing themselves for interviewing, and some too we are having inaccessibility simply because they leave very early and they come very late. And then the third main challenge had to do with some enumeration areas having much dense population in terms of structures. They have a lot of structures, much more than what we projected. So these are some of the reasons that served as challenges and bottlenecks for us not reaching our target. But so far, we've been able to have 80% complete with regard to the enumeration of the household. And some areas we've been able to cover as much as...
Not to 70. Cut you, but then kindly reposition your camera well so we can see you better.
Is it better now?
Okay, take it up a bit. Okay, it's now getting better. Now you can carry on with your points.
Yes, so I'm saying that on the whole, we have covered about 80%, but in some areas, we have been able to meet as much as 97% of our targets. And I gave you the reasons why we have not been able to achieve our 100% coverage. But we have now been given 1 more week, that is from 12th to 18th, and we are hoping to be able to mop up to inch towards our 100%. The focus is complete coverage and accurate results, and we are working tirelessly to achieve that aim.
Two questions, Doc. You've been able to get 80% of coverage. How much will a difference make by the extended period? How will it help in letting you achieve your target? And some are also asking that the questions the enumerators asked be modified. Are we going to see anything like that in the extended period?
Well, for now, because of standardization, there will be no modification of any question. But we have devised strategies to ensure that this 1 week makes a significant difference in us achieving our 100% coverage. And there are some areas that have completed, and we are mopping up enumerators from those areas to move to areas that are still not done with the enumeration. So if you previously the enumeration areas had maybe 1 or 2 enumerators, other enumerators from other districts, other regions who have completed their enumeration are going to be mobilized to join the other areas that have not been completed. So we can have as many as 10 enumerators in an area that hitherto was just meant for 1 enumerator for the mop-up exercise to take place. So the 1 week, we are hopeful and optimistic that we'll be able to meet our 100% coverage. Then we have been proactive by giving out the toll-free numbers so that people who have not been enumerated or for whatever reason have not been listed could call this toll-free number, and the enumerators in that area would be informed to come and enumerate them. And it's, if you would allow me, it's 0800 426 426 0800 426 426.
All right, so 0800 426 426 is a number to call if you haven't been counted yet. Thanks so much for speaking to us on Newsnight. We have an engaging Dr. Nasiba Suwala Tahiru. She is a national trainer with the Ghana Statistical Service. This is Newsnight on Metro Television. We go for a break and return shortly with more. Do stay.
Search for a reliable partner in dealing with your U-turn bus needs has been made easier and convenient with SA Automobile. SA Automobile, formerly U-turn Ghana Limited, has been in the business of offering quality U-turn product and services at competitive rates. At SA Automobile, our team of expert staff, management, engineers and mechanics professionally deal in the sale of U-turn buses, genuine spare parts, its repairs and maintenance at our highly effective workshop with remarkable speed. We also have available the sale of Camel car batteries, Weichai and Kia spare parts, Zonton coaches and light duty vehicles for everyday movement. Contact us on 020 000 0831 or 054 555 7500. You can also email us info@saautomobilegh.com or visit our website at www.saautomobilegh.com. SA Automobile, the pleasure of doing business with you is all ours.
Introducing a deal that's too good to miss. Pay for 1 month of Showmax Pro or Showmax Pro Mobile and get a second month on us.
He's the world champion.
That's 50% off Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 action. and world-class football, as well as first and exclusive local series.
It makes sense, right?
Movies, kids shows, and more. Sign up now.
You're welcome back to Newsnight. Let's bring you more stories. Chief Justice Kwesi Eniniabua has referred a $5 million bribery allegation leveled against him by a lawyer to the Police Criminal Investigation Department for investigation. This was contained in a statement signed by the Judicial Secretary, Justice Cynthia Pamela Addo. That's when the following desk report.
The lawyer, Akwesi Efrifa, who has fallen out with his client, claims his client told him the Chief Justice has requested a bribe of $5 million to tilt justice in his favor in his litigation case with Ghana Telecommunications Company. A statement from the Office of the Chief Justice, however, indicates that these allegations are false, adding that the Chief Justice, Justice Eniniabua, does not know the plaintiff and has not met or seen him anywhere except in the courtroom. The statement quizzed why the name of the Chief Justice should be dragged in the potentially criminal matter. The statement further emphasized that the Chief Justice has not demanded or received any money from any person to influence any decision in any trial. The statement stressed His Lordship the Chief Justice has directed that a formal complaint be made to the Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service for further investigations. It further directed that a petition be lodged with the Disciplinary Committee of the General Legal Council in respect of these allegations. Meanwhile, the Chief, Ojedum Obrano Kwesi Atta VI, has denied the claims of his former lawyer, saying he has never met the Chief Justice nor discussed any issue related to bribery with him.
The Appointments Committee of Parliament has slated the vetting of Kisi Ejibin as Special Prosecutor for Thursday, July 22, 2021. This was contained in a press statement issued by the clerk to the Appointments Committee on Monday, July 12, 2021.
According to the press statement, the vetting will take place at the committee rooms 1, 2, and 3 of the new administration block of Parliament House at 10 a.m. The Attorney General Godfred Yeboah-Dami nominated the law lecturer and private legal practitioner as a replacement for Martin Amidu, who resigned from the position in November 2020. Section 13.8 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 2017 Act 959 requires the President to appoint a person qualified for appointment as Special Prosecutor within 6 months of the office becoming vacant. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has the mandate to investigate and prosecute all suspected corruption and corruption-related offences as pertaining to public officers, politically exposed persons, and persons in the private sector alleged to have been involved in any corruption or corruption-related offences. Apart from initiating investigations on its own, Act 959 gives the Office of the Special Prosecutor the power to receive and investigate complaints of alleged corruption from the public or investigate suspected corruption or corruption-related offences upon referral from public bodies such as the Attorney General's Department, the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, SHRAJ, and the Economic and Organized Crime Office, YOCO. Kisi Ejibin was called to the Ghana Bar in October 2003 and holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Ghana, as well as Master of Laws degrees from Schulich School of Law, Dalhousie University, Canada, and Cornell Law School, USA. He has since 2006 been teaching criminal law at the University of Ghana whilst engaging in private law practice.
Now, Chairperson of the Convention People's Party, Nana Akosua Frimpomo Sapon Kumakumo, has admonished the youth of the country not to relent in the efforts to demand for accountable governance. She has stressed on the need for every Ghanaian to rise up in the face of economic challenges to defend the country's constitution. She made these comments at a press briefing here in Accra.
I request of the youth to continue to voice out and demand their rights. But please, for goodness sake, don't get on the way of the security forces. most of whom take instructions from, heartless superiors. We need you and your family alive to fix your thumb on CPP.
Speaking at a news conference at the party's headquarters, the chairperson of the Convention's People's Party, Nana Akosua-Sapoma Kumakuma, added the party cannot afford to disappoint Ghanaians when given the nod to govern the country.
The only alternative for Ghana, as we stand today, as said by the current, the former president, who said that it is the solution to this country, the problem is in the hands of CPP and Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And therefore, the only solution to the problems that we face in this country is in the hands of CPP.
According to the leadership of the CPP, the party remains the only solution to the country's current woes. The party is, however, demanding that government brings to book those culpable in the recent military-civilian clashes in Ejura and Wa.
We want to see what will be the outcome of the 3-member committee that has been established. Yes. We will not preempt the results. Yes. But we are telling the president from the office of our chairperson and the leader, we don't want this report to be repeated like what happened at East Wagon. What happens at Talansi, and the report is kept under the dustbin, only white paper has been issued. This time around, we want white paper and the total report that will come out, and the culprits will be dealt with.
The Convention People's Party says it is ready to face any defeatist force frontally to provide solutions to the ills of the state.
In the name of grace.
The Galamsey Action Group has called on government to halt any mining in Mampehia and Kwabre in the Western region with immediate effect. According to a representative of the Galamsey Action Group, Elizabeth Var, mining activities in the Western region has brought more harm than good to residents in the region. She said the people in the region have had no benefit from mining activities in the region. Hence, government should refrain from giving out concessions legally or illegally. She made the call in an interview with Bride Kwesi Amenin earlier today on Newsbeat.
Let's put a halt to all of those things. We know there are some that are supposed to be legal because the whole of the Western region has been mapped out to different concessionaires. But let's ask ourselves, what have they done? They haven't done anything in those areas to show that there is benefit to be had from the mining. If we did a proper cost-benefit analysis of this surface mining in the Western region and the Western North region specifically, we will know as a country that we are running at a net loss. The benefit of all these are really nowhere near the cost to the environment, to the communities, and to even future generations to come. So we've said, government, there's no need to rush into this. There are alternatives you can pursue. Give yourself time, 2 years. Pause this thing and really look at the cost-benefit analysis. The 2 places that they've gone to inaugurate, especially Nuba, because that Kwabre area is a place that we are very familiar with. I'm from the Nzima area, so I'm very familiar with the place. That place is a watershed for the community, the whole area, Jomoro. If there's any mining there, albeit you are not going to use mercury, but the whole place is going to now become a flood-prone area. It is serious. We are not doing any proper analysis of the places we claim to mine. And I'm so sorry that the Minerals Commission is sitting in Accra, demarcating areas for people to go and mine, and they have no clue what the local topography is and what any of these mining activities is going to do to the current and the future survival of those communities. Not all gold is mineable.
You're watching this night on Metro Television. Let's go for a quick break. We're back with business news. Stay with us.
In Ghana and in Africa, there is only one place to look to get that luxurious design and decor for your offices and homes. Visit Jamila Home. We give you the climax of luxury wherever you find yourself. Presidential and executive office furniture, living room set, dining set, stunning mirrors, adorable wallpapers, lovely king and queen size beds, valuable antiques and antique goods, beautiful chandeliers and more. Into the bargain, we provide caring customer service, prompt delivery service, skilled and artistic full house design and decor services, and free decor ideas for your space. Our products and service is unparalleled, boasting of top-tier clients all over the globe. Jamila Home, home of first-class quality furniture, beautiful chandeliers, and antiques.
You're welcome back from the break. Time to bring you the latest in business, and the man with all the update joins us now. Hello, Winston.
Hello, Ifya.
What's coming up in business?
In business, data from the Ghana Statistical Service revealed that indeed the bonds market seems to be increasing due to investment and taste by private individuals and banks to indeed buy bonds from government secured securities. This and more coming to you shortly here on News 9. And now to our first business story. The Trades Union Congress, TUC, has demanded an immediate refund of any salary that may have been paid to the spouses of the president and his vice, and has sternly rejected the recommendation of the Ntiama Baidu Committee for the spouses to be paid salaries. This has been contained in a letter signed by Metro News and cited by Metro News and signed by the General Secretary, Dr. Yao Ban, to the media.
In a press statement signed by the union's Secretary General, Dr. Yao Ban, and cited by Metro News, the TUC stressed that even though the committee has recommended payments, it is simply not right for anyone who has not been officially assigned duties and responsibilities in the public service to receive monthly salaries. The TUC said that Ghanaians appreciate what the First and Second Ladies are doing to support women's rights, children's rights, and other noble initiatives towards social and economic development of our country, but neither the Constitution of Ghana nor the laws of the land assign them any official duties and responsibilities. The Trade Union Congress added that even if the Ntiamwa Baidu's committee recommended the payment of such salaries, it is simply not right for anyone who has not been officially assigned duties and responsibilities in the public service to receive monthly salaries, the statement said. Dr. Ba advised President Akufo-Addo to halt the payment of the salaries to the First Lady and wife of the Vice President until they are officially assigned duties and responsibilities. The President should also ensure that all such payments made to his wife and the wife of the Vice President are refunded immediately. TUC also advised the President to initiate a process towards the establishment of a committee or a commission made up of experts from various fields to advise government on salaries for all job holders in the entire public service to ensure fairness.
Now, moving on to another business story. The Ghana fixed income market continued its run in June 2021 as trading activity showed consistent growth. Month-on-month data from the Ghana Stock Exchange data has shown that interpreting this data means government securities have become more attractive, thereby crowding out banks lending to the private sector.
The data, which summarized market activities in June 2021, shows that volumes traded on GFIM increased by 10.63% to 18.2 billion, valued at 19.29 billion Ghana cedis, from traded volumes of 16.45 billion, valued at 17.18 billion Ghana cedis, made in May 2021. Cumulatively, from January to June 2021, volumes traded on the market were about 107.61 billion, valued at 111.79 billion Ghana cedis. Trades during this month was about 120.93% higher than the same period in 2020. Given the current trend on the secondary market, trading in 2021 will far exceed the levels seen in 2020 due to the size of insurances that has been done so far, in addition to the size of capital that has flooded the market this year. Government securities looked more attractive and continued to dominate the market as its shares of the outstanding securities increased to 82.72% in June 2021 from 78.63% in the same period last year. Market analysts also predict that yields will remain below 20% across the curve this year as the government continues to manage its cost of borrowing.
Now, on the interbank board today, the cedi is trading against the dollar at a mid-rate of 5 cedis $78 and against the pound sterling at 8 cedi. The price of crude oil went up on the commodities market today at a unit price of negative 0.48, selling at $74.08, with gold selling at $1,803, falling by $5.05. That's it for business here on Newsstand. My name is Winston Taki Efia, and Crosby standing by for the rest of the bulletin.
Thanks for bringing us business update, Winston. We go for a break and return shortly with the latest in sports with Phil John Cote. Do stay.
Did you know that cloth handkerchief gets dirty and wet after wiping your sweat or blowing your nose with it? Keeping a dirty handkerchief in your pocket or bag is very unhygienic. Reusing it increases your chances of getting sick from germs. That is why I always use Flora disposable handkerchief. Flora disposable handkerchiefs is disposable, thus making it a more hygienic option. It's thick and very absorbent. With 10 tissues in a pack, Flora disposable handkerchief is better than a cloth handkerchief. The Flora toilet roll, Flora multi-purpose paper towels, Flora table napkins, and Flora box tissues in a shop near you. For bill purchases, call Delta Paper Mail on 0243 033 033.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Welcome back. My name is Fayo Junikorte. It's time for sports. After winning the Ghana Premier League title following last Sunday's draw of Liberty Professionals, some members and former members of the House of Football Board has praised the team and indicated that the playing body must beef up to prepare for Africa. Let's go and focus on European football because the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has kicked against racial abuse meted to English players following their defeat to the Italians in the European football finals yesterday.
Police said they would also investigate the comments made towards black players Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Bukayo Saka, who missed spot kicks in a penalty shootout with Italy following a 1-1 draw on Sunday. This England team deserved to be lauded as heroes, not racially abused on social media, Boris Johnson said on Twitter. Those responsible for this appalling abuse should be ashamed of themselves. The England team has been highlighting the issue of racism throughout the tournament, taking the knee before all their matches. However, some fans have booed the gesture, with critics viewing it as an unwanted politicization of sports and expression of sympathy with far-left politics. Some ministers themselves have been accused of hypocrisy for refusing to criticize those who booed the team, but now join condemnation of the racist abuse. While the social media feeds of the players also showed huge levels of support and gratitude from fans for the tournament, the abuse overshadowed the positive messages. The English Football Association said fans who exhibited such disgusting behavior were not welcome. We will do all we can to support the players affected while urging the toughest punishments possible for anyone responsible, the FA said in a statement. London police said officers were aware of the offensive and racist comments and will take action. The Duke of Cambridge, Prince William, who was present at the game with his wife Kate, also condemned the racist comments. I am sickened by the racist abuse aimed at England players after last night's match. It is totally unacceptable that players have to endure this abhorrent behavior. It must stop now and all those involved should be held accountable. The issue of online abuse of players led to British soccer authorities briefly boycotting social media platforms to highlight the issue, a stand joined by other sporting bodies. Tech firms have been repeatedly accused of failing to do enough to deal with the problem. In May, the British government announced plans for a new law that could see social media companies fined up to 10% of turnover or £18 million if they fail to stamp out online abuses such as racist hate.
Well, just before we wrap up the sports segment of the let's focus on preparation for the Olympic Games, and the usual Olympic touchdown parading star by the International Olympic Committee ahead of the Games has been cancelled due to COVID-19. On its fourth day in Tokyo, the Olympic torch relay was again reduced to a ceremony on a stage inside a hall on Monday, July 12, with torch bearers passing the Olympic flame with a torch kiss in front of a small gathering of spectators. After weeks of winding through every prefecture in Japan, the torch relay and the Olympic flame will travel to different parts of the capital until the Olympic Games open on July 23, a year late due to the COVID-19 pandemic. On Thursday, July 8, the Japanese government declared a state of emergency for Tokyo, running through August 22. Officials had announced spectators will be barred from the Games, which will run through August 8. Residents will also be asked not to gather for events on public roads, though officials said some venues outside the Greater Tokyo metropolitan area would allow small numbers of spectators. Well, that's it for sports. My name is Fayo Junikorte. Harriet is standing for the latest in showbiz. Harriet?
It's time for the latest in showbiz. My name is Harriet Adi. There's more after this. Ghana's embassy in the United States of America has announced its decision to officially partner with organizers of the Ghana Music Awards USA for this year's ceremony.
In a letter dated July 6, 2021, the embassy described its excitement at the opportunity to project Ghana through this partnership. The embassy finds this partnership particularly exciting because it aligns with our strategy to leverage Ghanaian talent and platforms across the United States in our efforts to market and project Ghana. In the letter signed by the embassy's head of information and public affairs, Kofi Tonto, finally relayed the good wishes of the ambassador to the organizers, stating, "The Embassy of Ghana, USA wishes to inform you of our decision to partner with your esteemed organization for the second edition of the Ghana Music Awards USA. Music has always been a core part of our tradition as a people and as a country. Our diverse music genres define our culture, our heritage, and our humanity. Over the years, highly talented artists and their timeless music have positively promoted Ghana on the global stage. However, we are to do more, especially in a current global setting where a click of a button can transmit content in seconds. The embassy finds this partnership particularly exciting because it aligns with our strategy to leverage Ghanaian talent and platforms across the United States in our efforts to market and project Ghana. On behalf of the ambassador, Her Excellency Haji Alima Mahama, and the entire staff of the embassy, I extend our best wishes to the organization and to all the artists who have been nominated for this year's ceremony. The second edition of the Ghana Music Awards USA, which has been deemed the biggest gathering of Ghanaians in North America, is scheduled to take place on August 21, 2021 at Atlantic City, New Jersey. The ceremony promises to live to expectation as organizers have lined up big names of Ghanaian origin based in the USA for the big night.
American actor and playwright Chadwick Boseman has appeared as the voice of his superhero alter ego in the trailer for a new Marvel project ahead of his final outing as the character.
Never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Is that some kind of catchphrase?
You had me worried for a second.
In a trailer released for the new Marvel show What If, Chadwick Boseman appears as the character that made him a household name, T'Challa, for what is thought to be the final time. Boseman passed away last year after a bout of colon cancer, a diagnosis he kept hidden for 4 years. T'Challa is the king of the fictional land of Wakanda in the Marvel Universe, which got its own standalone film, Black Panther, the first superhero movie ever to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. In the new animated series, T'Challa has been reimagined as fellow Marvel hero star Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, originally played by Chris Pratt. Towards the end of the clip, Boseman is heard saying, "Give me the tour," teasing his appearance in the much-hyped show. It is one of a handful of projects Boseman was involved in before his death, which includes Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which earned him a posthumous nomination for Best Actor at this year's Oscars, which ended up going to Sir Anthony Hopkins. There had been plans to film a Black Panther sequel and standalone series before Boseman's death, and while it is still the case, the script has had to be changed, with filmmakers saying they will not be replacing the star. What If is Marvel Studios' first animated TV show and will look at the key moments from the movies, but with timelines, characters and reality shifted. It will begin streaming on Disney Plus on 11th August.
That's it for entertainment news on Newsnight. My name is Harriet Addy. Over to Crosby and Ifia for the rest of the news.
All right, thank you so much for bringing us entertainment. International news is up next. On the foreign front, South Africa has deployed soldiers to quell violence that erupted in the wake of former President Jacob Zuma's jailing, the military said on Monday, after days of riots and looting left at least 6 people dead. Disturbances worsened as Zuma challenged his 15-month prison term in the country's top court after weekend unrest by pro-Zuma protesters in the home province of KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng, where the country's largest city, Johannesburg, is located.
Police said 219 arrests have been made so far as opportunistic criminals appear to take advantage of the younger Sam Phil over Zuma's incarceration to steal and cause distraction. Any confrontation with soldiers risk fueling claims by Zuma and her supporters that they are a victim of a politically motivated crackdown by the predecessor Cyril Ramaphosa. Zuma, 79, was sentenced late last month for defying a constitutional order to give evidence at an inquiry investigating high-level corruption during his 9 years in office until 2018. That's all time the love for this edition of News Night on Metro Television. We came to you from the Kia Brahima City here at Northridge in Accra. My name is Ifia Fusua.
My name is Noble Crosby-Ann, and thank you so much for watching the program. The bottom line is up next with Emmanuel Kwesi Efri. Have a good evening.